Hello friends and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic, that how to write IPCC accounts examinations. So guys, this is very important, that how to write and make a strategy for accounts paper, because first paper is account paper, and if you go through with the account paper correctly, then you will be confident that I will clear my IPCC group 1. So this is very important, that how to solve accounts paper. So in this video I am going to make a strategy that how to solve your accounts paper. Even this video is available in Hindi and English, both languages. So if you want to watch same video in Hindi, so there is an annotation running on the top right. You can just click on the annotation, and even I have given a link in this below this video in the description box. Okay, so let's start the video. First of all guys, when you enter in your examination hall, you will get time at least 10-15 minutes to read only question paper. Okay, so you have to read the question very thoroughly. So this reading time is 10-15 minutes, and in this 10-15 minutes you will get your confidence. So the strategy to make is how to read your question paper betterly. Okay, so this is strategy. In this video, in this reading time, I'm going to share with you that how to read your question paper. So first of all guys, you will get 10 to 15 minutes, okay, to read the question paper, and in this your strategy should be read your question paper completely at least one. So whatever the questions were there, you have to read all the questions at least once, and you have to be very familiar with the questions. Okay, so I think you might have done your homeworks, all the homeworks very carefully, very bitterly, because you're writing CA IPCC examinations. Okay, so I think whenever you read the question, you might have remind that how I solved this question earlier when I was reading. Okay, so you have to very familiar, means which concept, from which concept this question came from, and you can think. Okay, so you have to make a strategy over there, that if you are confident with the question, then you start solving the question. Otherwise, if you are not confident, then don't start with that question. Okay, so you have to make a strategy that how to do the question, which question to do at first. So you have to make a strategy for that. You have to decide the order, means first question will be this, then second question will be this, then third question will be this. Like this you have to write the answer. Okay, even you have to allocate timing for all the questions, means you will get timing for 3 hours to write the answer. Okay, so in 3 hours it will decide that how much marks you are going to get. Okay, so first of all guys, if you know all the answers but you are not able to allocate time, then you won't be able to finish your paper in 3 hours. You will be able to finish only 60, 65, 70 marks questions, and rest of the questions you will leave and you will not get good marks. So allocating time is very important. You have to allocate your timing very carefully and very betterly. Means you have total 7 questions in your paper. First question is compulsory, and rest in 6 questions you can do 5 questions out of 6 questions. So first question will be a long question, means it carries 20 marks, then rest all takes 16 marks. Okay, so for the first question you can allocate 30-35 minutes, even 40 minutes also you can allocate for question number 1, and that is based on mostly the question in question number first comes from accounting standard. So guys, you have to read accounting standard very betterly, because question number first, mostly questions in question number first will come from accounting standard, and even that question are very simple and it will give you good marks. So question number first you can allocate nearly 35 minutes or 40 minutes, max to max 40 minutes, but not more than that. So you can allocate for question number 1, then all the rest questions nearly 25 minutes or 30 minutes. Okay, so I think, means if you calculate numerically, so that will go beyond 3 hours. Okay, but sometimes you can finish, for an example, if you finish one section in 20 minutes, then next question 25 minutes, then next session, means next question number 4, question number 5. So nearly you can finish your question paper, you can finish all your answers in 30 minutes. Okay, so you have to make a strategy like this, that if for an example, if you sit, okay, by 2 o'clock your examination will start. So if you start at 2 o'clock, then you make a strategy that you need to have a watch over there. you need to make a strategy that I will finish question number first in 30 minutes. So start from 2 o'clock, then you have to end by 2:30. Then next question suddenly start, then 2:30 to nearly 1 o'clock, or sorry, 2:30 to 3 o'clock, or 2:55, like this you have to finish. So you have to just make a timetable, and you have to allocate the timing for all the questions so that you could finish all the questions of your paper. Okay, then guys, first of all, when you read the question, so don't see here and there, you have to be very concentrate, and don't skip your questions. Like for an example, you're reading question number one, but suddenly you will skip question number A1, then you will just go directly jump in question number 5. Okay, so you don't need to do this, because you are not reading question number first, and even you are not reading question number 5 also. Okay, so what you have to do, when you are reading question number 1, if you go through the question number 1, then you have to go for the next question. Okay, so this should be your strategy while reading for 10 to 15 minutes. When you take the question paper for 10 to 15 minutes only for reading, so in that time you have to go with the paper very thoroughly. And even I have heard with some students that when they read in this 10 to 15 minutes, so they save their time by doing calculation in their mind. Means for this 10-15 minutes they are able to solve the questions in their mind only, 15 marks or 20 marks. So they are very smart. Even if you can do also, then that is very better. Okay, next question is this writing time. So how to write examinations, how to write the paper. The next strategy is this: you will get your answer sheet like this. Okay, and you have to feed your roll number in this, and which questions, whatever the questions you have done, you have to mark the question number. So you have to fill this. Okay, the next part will come, how to write it, how to start. For example, you are starting question number first. So question number first A you are writing, you have to start question number first A with a fresh page. Okay, when you finish question number first A, then question number first B should start with new fresh page. Question number first C should start from new fresh page, because in the answer sheet there is no any lack of papers. There is 36 pages in the answer sheet. Even most of the students are not able to fill the answer sheet. Okay, more than 90% students are not able to even fill the marks, this answer sheet. Okay, so guys, you don't have lack of papers, so take your full what means how whatever you want to write, you can write very easily. Okay, and you have to make a strategy like this. Okay, and then whatever the questions you are going to start with a new and a fresh page. Second thing is, I would recommend that whenever you are starting, for an example, you sit by 2 o'clock, you will receive your answer sheet by 2 o'clock, and you made a strategy that you have to write question, whatever the questions you made the strategy, you set the accordingly of that order. Okay, but I would recommend, guys, if you pick up some small marks questions. Okay, for an example, if you start with question number 1, so question number 1 carries 4 or 5 questions, or if there will be 5 questions, it will carry 4 marks. If there is 4 questions, it will carry 5 marks. So total aggregate will be 20 marks. Okay, so 4 or 5 marks questions you will get from question number 1. Okay, so if you're writing question number 1, so it is better, because whenever in the starting half an hour or 1 hour, means by 2 to 3 o'clock, it is very difficult time, because when you're writing your examination first time, you will feel very lack of confidence when you're writing your paper. Okay, so if you write some small questions, okay, some simple questions, and some less marks questions in that, so it will give you boost in your confidence. Okay, so your confidence level will little bit boost up at that time. So for an example, if you solve question number 1, 20 marks, so you will have in your mind that I have solved 20 marks questions. Okay, then it will boost your confidence. Then go for the next, again you solve, it will boost more your confidence. If you cross 45 marks, 40 marks or 45 marks, it will boost your confidence, and even you will able to solve the questions very betterly. Okay guys, otherwise if you are not happy with this idea, so means everybody is having their own ideas, so you can choose questions according to your ideas. So okay, so this is as per my view. If you pick up some small questions, so that will be much better, because the small questions are easy to solve and they takes very less time. Okay, so it may help to boost your confidence level in the starting time. Okay, after that you have to solve all the questions, so even a small question or big questions, so you have to solve these all questions. Okay, then next is at the last of the when you finish the paper, so you have to allocate at least 5 minutes, 10 to 5 minutes time for revision. Okay, because revision is very important. Some things if you're liking over there, so you can add in that. Okay, so if means the timing, I think that accounts paper, it is very lengthy paper, so I don't think that anybody would be able to means save their time. But if you can do, that is much better. 5 to 10 minutes at least for revision. Okay, next thing is carry your own things. Okay, means don't go over there without pen. Okay, even in from this examination from this November 17, you need to carry black pen. You have to write all the answers in black pen. You have to use a stapler. Okay, so two things are over there, black pen and stapler. You have to take all the calculator. Without calculator you cannot do an account paper. Okay, so all things are necessary, even if you carry your bottle also, water bottle, because whenever you think that you are getting bored or you have heavy pressure, just take a deep breath for only 1 minute and take one uh, just swallow some water. Okay, so you will feel some freshness over there. Okay, so guys, uh, all the best for examination. This video was till here only, and if you have any issues, so this is my YouTube channel. You can comment me, or you can just comment below this video also. You can ask me anything. I am always there to help you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe. Press the subscribe button. Okay, and press the bell icon also. Thank you so much guys, and have a nice day.